Greetings, it's Ian from RTO here. Welcome to Ladies' Day, which means it's the last Tuesday of the month, and we've got two artists today. We've got Lady Gaga doing an album ranking, and then we've got my favourite songs by the Soap Girls. So, Stephanie Joanne Angelina Germanata, as her full name, was born in 1986, but we know her as Lady Gaga. Very influential pop artist and probably one of the best out there, I think. I mean, she's estimated of 124 million records. So yeah, I thought I'd listen to her songs. I thought I'd listen to her albums. It's a bit mixed for me for the albums. Some I don't like as much as the others, but on the whole I think they're not bad pop albums, to be quite honest. So this is my interpretation of them. So at number 6 from 2013 we've got her third album, Artpop. Lots of people play on there, so we're not going to go through them. So the first track on this one is called Aura. Now, I like her singing, but I don't like the arrangement. It is just a little bit too poppy for my liking. But I will grant her performance on it. It is terrific. You know, she's knows what she's doing. Venus, once again, not a particular favourite track of mine, but I do appreciate what she's doing. Then we have G-U-R-Y, Guy. It's for a pop song. It isn't too bad. I like the phasey synthesizers on this. I think it's a really decent pop song, to be quite honest. Sex Dreams. I don't like this, not because it's singing. There's no melody. That's what I find with modern songs. There's no melody with them, and that is one of them. There's just no melody. Then we got Jewels and Drugs featuring T.I., Too Short and Twister. Worst track on the album. I'm not a big fan of rap, so I didn't really like that one. Manicure isn't too bad. It's an upbeat sort of pop song. What a vocal from Lady Gaga. I quite like that. Do What You Want featuring R. Kelly. It's alright. Catchy tune. Then we got the title track, Artpop. My favourite track on the album. It's just got such a beat to it. It's got an addictive beat and it's a fantastic vocal. I do like that track. Then we have Swine. Not a big fan of that one, to be quite honest. I don't like the arrangement. Donatella. It's a vocal is fantastic, but I don't like the arrangement. Fashion, again, it's just very plastic generated, not very good. Mary Jane Holland, interesting, some nice little keyboard phrasing. Dope, one of the best songs on the album. I reckon this may be one of the best vocals on the album as well. I love the arrangement. Gypsy, it's quite nice. It's simple. It's not, it's kept it simple. Great vocal. And the last track is Applause. Not for me. I just couldn't connect to it. Now, I didn't really connect with this album. There's one or two bits on here that are okay. I know there's a lot of people that like this album, but for me, as much as I think it's produced well and it sounds good, the sort of songs on it are not for me at all. So I'm going to give that one a 3 out of 10. Okay, coming in at number 5, the 5th album, and it was released in 2020, and it's Chromatica. And we've got Chromatica. First track, really nice instrumental. It's an instrumental bit that goes into a track called Alice. Although it's quite poppy, it's got a super melody to it, which is good. It's a really sort of upbeat track, and the melody is quite good on that. Then we have Stupid Love, This one's alright, it's got a quite nice little groove to it. I'm alright with that. Then there's Rain on Me, that she done with Ariana Grande. I'm not a big fan of her. And it sounds too much like one of her songs, and but it's not for me, that one. Free Woman's next. I've always said that she makes a good pop song, and this is a good fine example of a pop song that's had a little bit of thought to it. It's not too bad. Fun Tonight, really well put together track. She's got a super vocal. You can't take a voice away from her. Then we've got Chromatica 2. More, just 44 seconds of the first bit really. Then we have 911. I quite like this. In some places it reminds me of Lip Sync's Funky Town. That's probably why I like it. Best track on the album. Plastic Doll. I find the drum machine on this very tinny. It needs to be a little bit more deeper. I don't like tinny sounds on drums, as you know. Then we got Sour Candy. It's got that horrible dance thing on it. I just don't do dance grooves. No melody. Enigma. It's not too bad. It's a pop song. It's okay. I wouldn't jump up and down for it. Replay. I quite like how she changes the vocal tone on this. About 2 or 3 times. Very clever. Then we get 27 seconds of Chromatica number 3. That's alright. And then Sign from Above with Elton John. Elton John ruins it. I love Elton John, but Elton or Reggie, don't do stuff that's you just don't sound good on. 1000 Doves, a very well crafted and well produced pop song. And Babylon is a little bit repetitive, so I'm not a big fan of that one either. I think there's some really good songs on this, solid ones, and there's some well crafted ones, but there are some interesting ones on there that I'm not particularly fan of, and I just don't like the song with Elton John. So I'm going to give that one an RTO ranking of 5 out of 10. Okay, number 4, the second album from 2011, Born This Way. First track is Marry the Night. Nice beat to it, an excellent vocal. Well, she can sing. Really nice words. She wrote them. Yeah, pretty solid for a pop song. Born This Way, another well-crafted song, catchy tune, which makes it listenable. And if you hear it on the radio, you don't mind listening to it because it is catchy. I don't mind pop music that's got melody, and that has. Government Hooker, not a big fan of this. It's just not my cup of tea at all. There's nothing on that I really like. Judas, not a bad song. It's crafted well. My favourite track on here is Americano. I like that little bit of Spanish influence. It's one of my favourite songs on the album. Hair. It starts off alright and then it goes too fast, too funky, and it loses itself. Then we've got Shibi. Too dancey for me. I'm not into that sort of sound. Bloody Mary. Quirky. I love the bass synth on that. That's pretty cool. Bad Kids. I think the only criticism I've got of some of these tracks, they're all the samey, and that's one of them. Same beats, just different words. Highway Unicorn, same tune, different words. Heavy Metal Lover, interesting track. When you see heavy metal, you have to expect a little bit of grunt. It isn't, but it's a fine vocal delivery, and we know that she doesn't mind heavy metal. I mean, she's sang with Metallica. Electric Chapel, a good track. There's some quirky guitars on this, and it's really catchy. You and I. Now, she co-wrote this with Mutt Lange. It's not too bad, actually. It's a fine vocal from her. And then The Edge of Glory. It's a nice pop song. The arrangement is pretty good. Once again, there's some nice good tracks on here. There's some guitar on this, which makes it a little bit more interesting. So I shall give that an RTO ranking of 6 out of 10. Okay, coming in at number 3 is the most current album, released earlier this year in March of 2025, and it is called Mayhem. First track is Disease. Really catchy tune. It's gone away from that dance sound into a more mature sound. It's still pop, but a mature pop song. It's not too bad. Abracadabra. It's okay, it's listenable, but I wouldn't say it's my favourite track from the album. Garden of Eden, a very good, nice melodic pop song, nice tune, super vocal. Perfect Celebrity is one of the best tracks on the album, I think. It's a good pop song with a good hook. Vanish Into You. It's okay, this one. It's a really interesting vocal, so I don't mind that one. She I like her singing. Then we have it Killer featuring Guest Felstein. Quirky track, some interesting keyboard work on that. Zombie Boy, it's just good 21st century pop, I think. A little bit of fun. Love Drug. It's got the predictable sounds of a pop song from this sort of time in our history, but the singing's good on it. How Bad Do You Want Me? It's okay. Nothing special. Don't Call Me Tonight. It's a bit disjointed, that one. As I say, it goes a bit blurry in places. It's a strange track. Shadow of a Man. The mixing again seems to get muffled somewhere. The Beast. Nah, not for me. Blade of Grass. Pretty solid song. I like these simple songs. It's a fantastic vocal. Yeah, keep it simple and you got a great song. Die With a Smile. I'd say she does this with Bruno Mars, and I think it's one of the best things I've heard from Bruno Mars. Not a big fan of him, but him and Lady Gaga sound great together. Great. You know, this is a really different album. I think she's sort of changing her attitude and towards music, and she's trying to experiment a bit more. So I'm going to give this an RTO ranking of 6.3. Okay, coming in at number 2, we got the debut album, Fame. It was released in 2008. So the first track on here is Just Dance, which featured Colby O'Donis. It's a really good little pop song, this is. I remember when this came out. I thought, oh, that's a bit different. Love Game, another quirky pop song. The vocal from Lady Gaga is really good on that. Paparazzi. When I first heard this, I thought, this is a decent pop song, and this girl can sing. It's very catchy. Then we got Poker Face, which is a guilty pleasure song for me. I think this is a fantastic pop song. I really like that. And then we got Nothing Else I Can Say. Catchy. Really catches your eye. Then we got Beautiful, another of her hits. It's really quirky, and I do like that. The Fame. It's the letdown on the album. You know, it's the title track, but I just don't think it flows very well. Money Honey. This is one of them vocals. It shows that she's got a little bit of growl in her voice, and a little bit of, as we did the other night, girls pop song, you know, ladies that roar. She roars in this, and she does it so well. Then we get Starstruck, which features Space Cowboy and Flo Rida. Don't like this, don't like that sort of music, so it was never on me. Boys, 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 got a catchy chorus and a good vocal. Paper Gangster. I love the echo on the percussion on that. Quite deep and meaningful. Brown Eyes, one of the best tracks on the album. Got some guitar in it, which always gives it a little bit of bonus. I Like It Rough. A typical pop song, but delivered well. And the last track, Summer Boy, quirky little song with a fine vocal. I thought this was a pretty good, decent debut album from her. Some really well crafted songs put together well. So I'm going to give that an RTO ranking of 6.5. Okay, my number one, and I do really like this album, is a fourth album from 2016, and it's Joanne, which is one of her middle names. So the first track on here is Diamond Heart. I think this is one of the best vocals she's ever done. It's very catchy. I love the keyboard phases on that. It really is stunning. Ayo, a really good vocal. The guitar work is super on it. It's a little bit different. I like that. The title track, Joanne, is one of my favourite songs from Lady Gaga. I love the simplicity of it, the guitar, and it's a super vocal. John Wayne, the guitar's really good. Another really catchy tune. Dancing in Circles, a really good pop song. Got a nice melody to it. Pop songs that make you tap your feet. That's always a good sign. Perfect Illusion. I like the vocals on it. There's a lot of overdubbed vocals on it, but I think it works well. It's been well thought. Very good. Million Reasons, another of the great tracks on here. It's just a lovely arrangement with a super vocal from her. Sinner's Prayer, super track. The guitar work in the middle is pretty good. I do like that. Come to Mama. The drum machine is pretty well sorted on that. It's a good track. Hey Girl, a nice duo with Florence Welsh. Complement each other. Very, very good. Angel Down, what a great track to end the album. A lovely arrangement, some lovely tones on this. A great track to end the album. This has got 5 or 6 excellent tracks. I like the more ambient one she does on this. It's probably why it is my favourite, because there's a lot of ambient songs on this. I shall give it an RTO ranking of 7 out of 10. So there we go. A bit of Lady Gaga. I always wanted to dive deeper into her catalogue. You know, we all know her singles, but I wanted to go and see what her albums were like. And as I've said, I'm not a big fan of the style of music, but I totally get where she's coming from with the arrangements on a lot of the tracks. They're not just put together, they're crafted. And that's what I think makes her a little bit different and sets her away from the others. She's got ideas and she's quite creative. Anyway, that's all for this one. Up next is Retro Ranking, and I'm going to be picking my favourite songs by the Soap Girls. So join me for that. Bye for now.